Hello, everyone. I've been taking a break from playing duels in favor of doing more practicing. If you remember from last week, I came into the week very high. I was at my highest rating ever. And then I went on a bit of a slide and I fell down to this 836 elo. If you're interested in seeing all of my progress in duels, I will leave a link to my playlist on screen now. And as always, as I'm playing these duels, if you are seeing something that I am not, please leave a comment and let me know. I am very willing to learn and as much as I can about this game and get better. So, like I said, I have been practicing quite a bit. I think I've maybe learned a few more things, but let's go ahead and put that to the test. See if I actually did learn anything. See if I can win a few games here in Master 2 and get a bump in my elo. Let's get into it. All right, first opponent of the week for me right now. Slightly higher rating than me. Driving on the left. Okay, we are in Indonesia. I know that from the license plates here. Let me go ahead and put it kind of closer to Jakarta. Place the pin. The other player also goes in Indonesia, and it was much further east. I'm able to do a little bit of damage there. This is in the north. I don't really have much of a car meta to go on. I do believe I'm in South Africa, or maybe with this mountain coverage, it could be like Lesotho. I don't know if they speak English in Lesotho. Maybe go over this way. Education. Looks like we're kind of driving on the left. I'm not sure what to make of this one. I don't think it's like Kenya. I don't really see the car meta at all. I am not sure. I'm going to go with that idea. The other player's going to go in Kenya. Yeah, and it was Kenya. I mean, I had a feeling it could have been that. It's going to do a ton of damage. Wasn't really too sure what to make of that. I have to keep that in mind for the future. Santiago. Okay, well that... I think that means that we are in Chile. I think this is more like Peru, if anything. I think that's a Peruvian pole top. A town called Santiago. I don't know where that would be, but I'm just going to place the pin here in Peru. The other player goes in Peru as well. Okay, it was a little bit further south. I'm going to do a little bit of damage there. This is Iceland. This has got to be Iceland. There's a white car, and I think the white car's on the western part of the island. Up here, I'm going to place the pin. The other player also goes in Iceland, and it was a little bit further south. I'm going to do some damage. Okay, now we're getting into the multiplier rounds. very flat. Not sure what to make of this one. I would think maybe Eastern Europe. I mean, any reason this can't be Poland? Any reason this can't be Lithuania, Latvia? I'm going to go with this Poland idea. I'm not sure. The other player goes in Czechia. Okay, and it was Estonia. Okay, that's going to do some damage to this opponent. The other player's got it. It should be South Africa, maybe Botswana. That's kind of what I'm thinking now. The other player also goes in Botswana, and it was just a little bit closer that time. Going to do some damage. Okay, off the bat, I was thinking Mexico. I think this is going to be Mexico. I'm just not really confident about it. The other player goes in Colombia, and it was Mexico. Okay, that's going to knock this player out of the game. Very good. Good game. All right, starting the week off with a victory here. Feeling all right about it. Bumps me up to 853 again. Okay, so not too bad. I think I felt a little bit more comfortable playing that today off of all the practice I did. I'm going to go ahead and get into another game. I'm going to hope that I keep seeing the game pretty well here, but let's check it out. Okay, got a new opponent here. Equally rated, also on a one-game win streak. Concrete roads puts me in Thailand, I would think. Yeah, concrete road with these pinholes. I feel comfortable with a Thailand guess here. The other player also goes in Thailand. Okay, and it was the north part of Thailand. It's going to do some damage. I think this is Uruguay. It should be Uruguay. I think they have a similar bollard to like the Icelandic one. That looks Australian though. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta go Uruguay. The other player goes Argentina, and it was Uruguay. Okay. Eastern Europe. I mean, these flowers, I mean, this could be Russia. I think you see this kind of stuff more of like in the Baltics, like these flowers. I'm not really sure what to make of that. I'm just going to place the pin up here. The other player also goes in Latvia, and it was the northern part of Estonia. I'm going to do a tiny chunk of damage. Okay. I think this is like Colombia or Ecuador. There's a yellow license plate. You do see that like that fog in that area. I mean, for me, I don't really have any issue going Colombia or Ecuador. I mean, that looks Ecuador or Colombian. I'm still learning these pole tops. Let's go with Ecuador on this one. And the sun kind of maybe looks more north. Let's place the pin here. I don't see yellow license plates down here. The other player goes in Peru. Okay, and it was Colombia. Yeah, I feel like I should have went Colombia there, but I only saw one yellow license plate, and that kind of sketched me out. The sun is kind of in the south. Looks like one of the Indian scripts. Just going to go in the middle of India here. The other player does the same. Okay, and it was closer to Mumbai. Okay, into the multipliers now. Let's do some damage. I think with lines like this, we'll only see that in the Philippines. Bill, I don't know where that is. I'm just going to go in the middle. The other player goes in the Philippines as well, and it was the Philippines. Slightly closer. That looks Mexican to me. These poles right here look Mexican. This is going to be a tough one to guess. I mean, there is a blue car. I suppose it can be. Is that too aggressive? Maybe something like this. Yeah, I don't know where I am. I mean, like I can't tell if this is like Brazil. I don't think so. I feel like these. Yeah, I'm gonna go in like this part of Mexico. I think that's probably my best option. The other player does Mexico as well. Oh, okay, and it was the Yucatan Peninsula. I think I originally had my thing up there. Rico. Okay. I feel like the groups of trees. It could be like Uruguay. It does have a blue car though. I can't tell if maybe it could be like a weird Brazil. The groups of trees though kind of reminds me of Uruguay. Let's try that out. The other player goes in Argentina. Okay, and it was further south into Argentina. That's a much better guess. It's going to do a ton of damage to me. Here we are in what I presume to be Russia. Yeah, it's no doubt about it, Russia. I am going to hedge this in the western part of the country. The other player goes further to the east, and it was in the middle of the country. Multipliers are racking up, but I'm still in it. They're just slightly closer every time. Okay, that is the Ghana car. It's anybody's game. I mean, if this could knock me out potentially, but I know I'm in Ghana. The player goes in the northern part of Ghana, and I was pretty much spot on. Okay, so I'm getting some life here on the 4x multiplier. Let's see what happens here in the 11th round. I've got this weird truck. U.S. Virgin Islands. Where are they? I think I got it. It could be it. Yeah, that might knock me out. Nope. Okay, still in it. It should be like U.S. Canada. Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking maybe like Wyoming. Yeah, Highway 30. If it is U.S. Highway 30, I'm going to go Wyoming here and send it. The other player goes in Idaho, and it was Idaho. Very good game. I can't complain on that. I mean, that was a 12 rounder right there. Wasn't able to do a whole lot of damage. That was a good player. So really can't complain on that. I mean, that was just a tough loss. I played, I think, about as well as I could. Somehow, 10th place. I feel like there should be more players joining this. Going to get into a third game here. Okay, got another evenly matched player. Yeah, this is South Korea. Up here. I'm not very familiar with the geography of South Korea. I'm just going to place it here kind of in the middle. The other player does the same. Okay, and it was slightly to the south, doing some damage. Okay, that is a French-style pole top. Landscape-wise, I don't think this really looks too much like Spain to me. I'm going to go in France, maybe closer to Spain, just in case. The other player goes in France as well. Okay, and it was pretty much in the middle of the country there. It's going to do some damage. I feel like I should know this. Is it Spain? I suppose it could be Italy. Yeah, I think Italy is probably a better guess. It looks like maybe one of the islands. Sardinia, maybe? Yeah, maybe try this out. It's very risky, but I think it's worth a shot. The other player goes in Turkey, and it was, it was neither. It was actually Romania. It's going to do a ton of damage to me. Would not have expected Romania to look like that at all. This should be Turkey, I think. Yeah, it's definitely Turkey. Terrible with the region guessing though. The other player goes Turkey as well. Okay, and it was up northwest of Istanbul, doing a little bit of damage. Maybe Portugal. It'd be a weird Portugal though. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but that could be a little bit of gold. I'm gonna go for Portugal though. The other player goes in France, and it was the center of Spain. That's going to do a nice chunk of damage with the multiplier. Estonia. The other player also goes in the middle of Estonia, and it was Estonia. It's going to do a tiny, tiny chunk of damage. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I'm in Europe. I mean, any reason this can't be Poland? I mean, maybe like Russia? These are birch trees. Am I too risky to change this to a Russia, I guess? Probably. The other player goes to Lithuania, and it was Russia. Okay, that should do some damage. Barrage de Fernoval. Not sure what that is. I have no idea. The player goes in France. Yep. Okay, it was Belgium. It's probably going to knock me out. Almost knocks me out. It was a weird one. Luckily, I'm still in it, though. No idea why I chose the north of Spain, either. Okay, so we are in Brazil. I don't know where I've seen that before. I don't know if I should risk going up here. But I do, and it was further south. Okay, that knocks me out then. Okay, good game. So still losing a lot. Someone being told I'm in contention to be demoted. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and play another game here. Wait for good luck. 869 on the rating. What language is that? Finland. Could be Finland. I know they have some bad camera coverage. I don't know if it should be further north, but it could be Finland. The other player goes in Lithuania, and it was actually Latvia, so not a good guess. It's Cambodia. Looks like maybe this person is driving on the right. Can't quite say if I've got an idea, though. The other player goes in Bangladesh. It was India. Okay, doing another chunk of damage to me. We are in Canada. Bollards. Doesn't really look mountainous. I think these bollards are maybe the Ontario ones. The player also goes in Ontario. Okay, we were both wrong. It was Alberta. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Brazil. The other player goes in Uruguay, and it was Brazil. It should do a nice chunk of damage to this player. have Uruguay again here. I think the other player recognizes it. The player also goes in Uruguay. Okay, and I was closer again with the multiplier. Should be Guatemala. I certainly think. The other player goes Guatemala. Okay, and it was. This is Spain. Very green. I don't know what region to go here. I guess just somewhere in the middle. That should work. The player goes in the south of Spain, and it was the south of Spain. Massive chunk of damage to me. I have no idea. It's like a little stubby antenna is the only hint that I have. Middle of Slovakia, I guess. Let's see who's closer. It was Croatia. I think I was slightly closer. Massive chunk of damage. Anybody's game still. We are in what I think is Europe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go for Lithuania, see what happens. The other player goes in Poland, and it was Denmark. That might knock me out. It does knock me out. Okay. Good game. Not too bad. Okay, unfortunately, I'm in dead last here. Down to 807 on the rating, and frankly, I mean, I don't really feel like I'm playing all too bad. I don't want to be demoted to Gold 1. I know I'm better than Gold 1, but with the competition that I've seen so far, it just seems very difficult to get ahead in this round. So I really got to get back into practice a little bit more and get back to it tomorrow, and hopefully I can do a little bit better getting my rating bumped up.